Crypto romance scams are evolving and destroying lives. Why crypto investors need to watch their hearts and their wallets. They call it pig butchering, not because it's subtle, but because it's slow, calculated, and devastating. This isn't your average phishing scam. These are high-stakes, emotionally engineered cons designed to bleed victims dry, often draining entire retirement accounts under the illusion of love or too good to be true crypto profits. If you're in crypto, you're a target. And if you think it could never happen to you, that's exactly what they're counting on. I've spoken with numerous investors who have lost fortunes. One client who had a PhD emptied his IRA account to invest in a crypto-related project. He was butchered for over $250,000. Another investor who was retired and in his 60s cashed out all his retirement accounts to invest in a pig butchering scam. He is now facing retirement completely broke. A man invested over $70,000 in what turned out to be a romance butchering scam. Now he has to explain to his wife where the savings went. It starts with love or returns. At first glance, these scams look like harmless dating app connections or casual chats on WhatsApp. But behind that pretty profile pic, organized criminal rings running full-time operations. The setup? A stranger strikes up a conversation. Friendly, flirty, sometimes even spiritual. Over time, they build trust, sometimes over weeks or months. Then comes the pitch. I've been making incredible returns on a new crypto platform, but I wish I had more capital to invest. Whether it's framed as romance or opportunity, the result is the same: emotional leverage. That leverage is used to extract real money from people who often don't realize they've been conned until they're $50,000 or $500,000 too deep. The illusion of profit. These fake platforms often show unrealistically high growth, 20% monthly returns, rapid compounding gains, and screenshots of fake account dashboards. Victims can even withdraw small amounts early on, reinforcing the illusion of legitimacy. But as more money goes in, suddenly withdrawals get blocked. There's a tax you need to pay first. We're having processing issues. Just one more step. One victim was conned into cashing out his 401k, taking a personal loan, and even borrowing from his mother, pouring over $140,000 into a fake investment platform. When it was all over, he was left with nothing but shame and a mountain of debt. The final blow. The tax scam. Just when victims start to realize they've been duped, the scammers go for one last cut. To get your $250,000 out, you need to pay a 20% tax, just $50,000 more. Desperate to salvage something, victims often send it. And then? Silence. They're not just broke, they're humiliated. Many never tell their families. Some face divorce. Most suffer in silence. The IRS twist. Can you claim a loss? Here's something most tax pros won't tell you. Victims of these scams may be able to claim an investment theft loss. That means if you lost $110,000 to one of these schemes and you're in a 30% combined tax bracket, you could potentially reduce your tax burden by $33,000. No, it doesn't make you whole, but it's better than walking away empty-handed. The catch? Most CPAs and TurboTax wizards have no idea how to handle these cases properly. You need a firm that specializes in crypto fraud and understands how to document these losses correctly under IRS rules. Why these scams are getting worse. Thanks to AI, these scammers can now mimic any language perfectly, generate fake websites, and even scrape your personal data from LinkedIn or Facebook. They'll reference your former jobs or use shared interests to win your trust. We've even seen scam victims sent fake DocuSign forms requesting a signature to release funds. Sophistication is up. Detection is down. Bottom line, crypto scams are a tax time bomb. If this happened to you, know that you're not alone, and there's a path forward. But pretending it didn't happen, or hoping it'll resolve itself, is a mistake. Not only could the IRS question the missing funds, but failing to document the loss correctly could cost you tens of thousands more in future audits. Don't wait to get blindsided twice. Protect yourself from the fallout of a crypto scam. If you've been scammed in crypto, romance, investment, or anything in between, we can help you figure out the next step. At Crypto Tax Audit, we specialize in turning crypto chaos into tax clarity. Your next steps: 1. Determine if your loss qualifies for a theft deduction. 2. Calculate how much you could recover through your taxes. 3. Defend your records in the event of an IRS audit. You don't need to go through this alone. Get the help you deserve. Start the recovery process now at CryptoTaxAudit.com and take the first step toward protecting your future.